Never do these things to a man.
Hey people, welcome back to the channel. So in our today's conversation, we want to talk about the things you should never do for a man, even if you love him so much, because these men sometimes change. These men change, I tell you. So I've put some videos together. Let's watch them and I'll be back to leave my own comment. Please stick around.
Ladies, a lot of y'all are struggling with men, okay? So I'm going to tell you things to stop doing, okay? So you have better success rate with men. Listen up, pay close attention, and avoid doing these things. Number one, stop being too available, okay? Let me repeat that. Stop being too available, all right? To the point where you forget to put yourself first. You forget to worry about or focus on, you forget to focus on you and your priorities, okay? Number two, stop pressuring him into a relationship. Stop pressuring him into something that he don't want, all right? Because if he's really into you, you ain't gonna have to do that. And number three, last but certainly not least, stop making him the ultimate center of your universe. A lot of y'all get into relationships with these dudes and you make the relationship your whole personality. You forget about you. He is your whole personality. You drop everything about you and you put everything into him. Don't do that.
3 things you should never sacrifice for a man because you love him. Number 1, don't ever sacrifice your future or your purpose for any man. If not, you're going to live a miserable life and he's still going to dump you. Because he's going to get to a certain point where he has grown so well and then he's like, you're not up to my standard anymore. I need to get someone that's up to my class. And then you still lose him and you have no purpose. You've given your life away. You have nothing. Number 2, don't sacrifice your beliefs, your faith, or your values. Let's say you're a virgin and you believe in waiting till marriage, and then you meet someone and he's telling you, if you love me, you will give me, you let me have you, and all that. Don't do it if you don't feel convinced to do it at that point. Don't sacrifice something like that to keep a man. It doesn't keep a man. I can almost guarantee you that that kind of person is still going to leave you, because someone that loves you will not pressure you to give away something you don't want to give. Number 3, don't sacrifice your feelings and your peace for any man. The goal is to be happy and fulfilled. So if you're sacrificing your feelings, then what's the point? Let's say you're with someone that constantly cheats on you and you know you can't handle it. You know your feelings cannot take it. What's the point of staying? Just to have a man? The relationship and the marriage badge is not worth sacrificing your feelings and your happiness for.
Never do these things to a man. The first thing you should never do to your man is to nag about things that he's supposed to do and he's just not doing them. And you believe that by constantly reminding him, at some point he will listen to you and he will actually do them. But this is not how it works with men. The more you nag, the more he will actually resist and resent to take care of his responsibilities. What you should actually do is to show him appreciation and to compliment him for the things that he does for you. And I know it's hard for you because some of you tell me you feel like you're talking to a child, but this is how men function. The more you appreciate them, the more you show them that you admire them for what they're doing for you, the more they will be inspired to do more for you. The other thing you should never do with a man is to ask him what you both are. Don't ask him what his intentions are with you. First of all, you're giving away all your power. Are you not also involved in this relationship? Don't you have a saying in all this? And the other thing is that when you ask a man, he can tell you all he wants. It's only through his actions that you will have proof how he actually feels about you. The other thing which you should never do with a man is to invest more in the relationship than he does. Because if you think that by doing more for him, he will like you more, you've got it all wrong. Because that man likes you because of you. He never asked you to do his laundry, to cook for him, to do all kinds of things for him. And therefore, especially in the beginning of a relationship, give to him as much as he gives to you.
Men never picked a woman that did so much for them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you didn't build this man up, help him with his resume, help him get a job, help him build a business, help him flip his money, help him when he didn't have no credit, help him raise his children on some you wasn't nobody before I met you type of thing, thinking that you're going to get a return on your investment or somehow this man's going to be indebted to you and do right by you because you helped him with all his... He's not, okay? This is the same man that will go and find a woman who's not doing half of the things that you're doing and give her the sun, the moon, and the stars because she makes him feel like a man. It's just what it is. He didn't actually do all of that. And do you think he want to look at you and think like, oh, this woman helped me build my life? He's not your child, right? It just never works out like that. So do me a favor and save your time, your money, okay, and all of your energy, because it just never rolls around like that, baby. Either he's going to be like, thank you, peace out, or he's going to be like, I didn't ask you to do all of that. I didn't ask you to do all of that. It is going to be a conflict of interest. So you choose.
There are a couple things you should never say to a man and what you should say instead to actually get what you want. Number 1, never say never. What do I mean by this? I mean, don't say, you never take me out anymore. You never do this, you never do that. First of all, that's super whiny and it just makes him feel bad about himself. Immediately puts him on the defensive, and when you're in defense mode, you're not gonna wanna hang out with that person. Try instead saying, baby, do you remember that time you took me to that steak place? I was just thinking about that. That was seriously one of my favorite things we've ever done. You can even add in, my friend's boyfriend just took her there and she was so excited. And I was like, oh, my guy did that for me a long time ago. It's really good. We had the best time. Now see, without making him defensive, you reminded him it's been a long time since you went to that amazing place. But at the same time, you're also complimenting him on something that he's done for you that makes him feel successful. My darling, men who feel successful and appreciated want to do more of that thing. I mean, who doesn't, right? But guys are especially sensitive to making you happy. The next thing you never want to say out loud to men is, I have high standards. There's nothing like saying, I have high standards that shows that you don't, and that you've been messed with in the past. I work with a lot of celebrities and people that are very affluent, have a lot of money, and the last thing that they would do is get on the call with me and say, by the way, I have a lot of money. That's a sure sign to tell when somebody does not have a lot of money. Or if they do, you can definitely guess that it's very new money because they don't know how to have the grace with it. It's the same thing with a woman who has high standards because she just adopted.
3 things you should never do for a man, no matter how much you love him. Number 1, don't give up on your dreams to please him. Okay, relax. Relationships should help you grow in your career and business. It is only a jealous and insecure man that will keep you low so they can have full control and manipulate you easily. And that is why some ladies are stuck in toxic relationships, because they sacrifice their future for the man. Listen, this will only affect your mental health and lower your self-esteem. Number 2, my name is Israel Onodare. Follow.
Well, guys, I know when you're in a relationship, it's easy to get caught up in trying to make our partner happy. We might start doing everything for them, from cooking, cleaning, or managing their schedules and emotions. But in doing so, we often lose ourselves. People pleasing can be damaging to our mental health or emotional. When we prioritize someone else's needs over your own, we start to feel unlistened to, anxious, and depressed. We may also start to lose our sense of identity and purpose. So what can we do instead? First, we need to set clear boundaries in our relationships. This means communicating our needs and expectations clearly and assertively. Second, we need to prioritize self-care. This means taking time for yourselves, pursuing your passions, and nurturing our physical, emotional, and mental health. We need to prioritize our own needs and take care of ourselves. We become more confident and empowered. We are no longer dependent on someone else for our happiness and fulfillment. Instead, we are able to cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and self-love. To end our discussion today, it's up to us to stop doing everything for men and prioritize our own needs. Let's set clear boundaries, prioritize self-care, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-love. Remember, your worth and value come within you, not from someone else. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and leave a sweet comment in the comment section below. See you in the next video and stay safe.